Uh-huh. This goes out to you. This goes out to you, and you, and you, and you. This goes out to you. This goes out to you. This goes out to you, and you, and you.
I got to talk. I got to tell what I feel. I got to talk about my life as I see it.
Biggie.
Floorburn, thank you very much. Welcome. I had to get that off my chest.
I appreciate it, and I'm right with you. I feel like this is something that was coming in the mix, and we finally have proof that they've been adding their own sources of agent provocateurs in these crowds to initiate what looks like to be mass, riots. And really, they're the initiators of those riots. And they've always had a hidden hand doing so. And a lot of us have always known this. It's been a conversation for many years, especially in the brown Melanite communities, stating that there were agent provocateurs that were paid, Masons, parts of the deep state that were purposefully placed in these and initiating these types of uprising, so to speak. And really, it wasn't the people who were protesting. It's really those who are being paid to go there and kick it up another notch. So I appreciate that now this is revealed, so people aren't sleeping and thinking that their government is going to protect them and is, and their president is on their side. I love how one of my sisters said that many people who are in support of Trump, I do appreciate his lack of control that allows for him to say and do what he wants so that we can get a little bit of fire underneath people's butts. But at the same point, so they're saying he's fighting the deep state, but what if he's part of a deeper state? What if this is all being purposefully done to make sure that his allegiance, people who have allegiance to his presidency and him being voted in, this is being initiated to kick off martial law and to make him look like a savior? I'm seeing this as that. I'm seeing this as that. And I absolutely agree with you. I said it right away. I said, this looks like a low Mason act. When the gentleman had his knee on his neck, when the guy who's talking and filming it the whole time is calling him bro, that's code for brotherhood. A man would not call another brother, a man who has a knee on a so-called brown man's neck, a brother. He's calling him bro over and over again. That's code. They code each other. They have this secret language that they always talk to each other via social media, all these ABC channels, and just let the other Masons or the low field hidden provocateurs know that they're on the job. And I agree with you. This man did not die. He was paid. He was a paid provocateur, another crisis actor that was placed in a scenario to initiate what we now look as a full-on, blown-up, volatile situation with riots. And the riots weren't initiated by the brown Melanite community. They were initiated by their own boys, their old boys, that they've always done this. And I want to remind people that the reason why police stations and police organizations were originally created in the United States of America was to police indigenous and brown people. I want to remind you that was the initial reason why policing was created. So it isn't odd, and it shouldn't shock you that this has been the executions, that your purposeful executions that we're witnessing year after year are purposefully done to initiate a certain feeling, a certain
fear.
A certain fear into certain people. And this is what they used to do even in times of slavery. There would be the master would take one slave, beat him in front of the others. It would cause the others to be fearful and also to keep them more controllable. Okay, so this is part of, the agenda, so to speak. And I'm grateful that we're living in this time where we can actually see it full force. This is 2020, and we're here. And most of us in the prepper community have been waiting for this for many years. And I'm grateful to be qualified and quantified to be able to stand stern and effectively. Because we've now found out that it was a cop that was the man of the umbrella walking around popping those windows out in Minneapolis. Now there is going to be a full-on war on the standing GV, I call them Willy Wonka, I don't want to say the, governmental systems. It's going to be a full-on war.
Stupid, 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 stupid motherfucker.
I've got one that can see.